All right, here we go. Two burly boys played Pokemon in their youth. One had to grow up, the other stayed true. Now the large grown-up child can name all of them, but the other guy probably 510. Now what can they do? Why don't they review? Now I'll talk about them till we die.
Die? Welcome, everybody. I'm Frank.
And I'm Joachim.
And this is your Certified Poke-Moment, where we feature and talk about one Pokemon evolution line every week.
Today's featured Pokemon is...
Sunkern,
Okay.
the weakest Pokemon of all time.
It is a Pokemon of all time
It is,
in a lot of ways.
I think, literally the weakest Pokemon of all time at the lowest stats.
I've seen YouTube videos on that.
Yes, but then it evolves into Sunflora, and it gets so much stronger.
Stronger in like a weak way?
Stronger in a relative sort of way.
Oh, Sunflora friggin' needs something. They have to do something with this generation, or this, whatever.
The next generation,
ZA or
yes.
something.
ZA, Gen 10, something. You know, today, not now, but today might be a good time for me to talk about my fun new gimmick idea for a future Pokemon game.
Is this something we could talk about in the alternative forums section?
Absolutely. It absolutely is. But before we get there, let's talk about Sunkern. He is 50-50 gender ratio, pure grass type, and is known as the seed Pokemon. But if you evolve it using a Sunstone, it then becomes Sunflora. Still pure grass type, but is now known as the Sun Pokemon.
Does Sunkern also evolve into... Does Sunkern have two evolutions?
Nope, just Sunflora.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Who evolves into... Oh, Oddish evolves into...
Yeah,
Blossom.
Oddish to Gloom, and then Blossom.
Oh my gosh.
Or Vileplume.
I love Blossom.
Blossom's adorable. Blossom's adorable.
Anyways,
Still kind of weak. But...
I hate that it's weak. But, again, not the today's
should have been
Pokemon.
Grass Fairy.
Yes. Oh, 100%. Pokemon, it's not too late. Anyways, so, do we do the cry?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Stinky numpty.
I know. I didn't even think about Sunkern's
you hear that?
awesome cry.
Do you hear that? That certainly was a Generation 2 cry.
Yeah, honestly, if you would have told me that was Meryl, I would have absolutely believed you.
If you would have told me that was Tauros, I'd be like, that's weird, but okay.
It definitely doesn't sound like Tauros. And here is Sunflora. Honestly, kind of iconic.
I guess.
I think it's one of the more unique, like, early gen cries, you know? I don't know, I hear that and I can instantly recognize it as Sunflora.
I think that's because you have, like, a special disability that gives you superpowers and Pokemon knowledge.
It's called autism.
It's not.
I know, I'm not autistic. I just hyperfixate on this freaking franchise and because it's the best. But it is pretty iconic, especially since Generation 9. When you're going to fight the Grass Gym Leader, you have that challenge beforehand where you have to collect all the Sunflora, and then you just keep hearing their cries throughout the entire thing.
That was such a good challenge. Oh, I loved that.
I feel like you're being sarcastic.
I'm so sarcastic.
The
challenges were horrible.
No, some of them were. Like the... what was the one where you're doing those dance moves before you fought the model girl?
That was a thing? I
hated
remember
it.
that.
Yeah, because it was bad.
What was the one with the rap? Was there a rap one you had to do?
Well...
No, you just fought a bunch of
trainers.
trainers.
A bunch of trainers in between her rapping.
What happened? Oh my gosh! I know it's weird to do this in like 3D, but
yeah,
just go back to having silly little puzzles. Just little puzzles. Walk over, flip a switch.
Is it that hard to do it in 3D? I feel like Gen 6 had pretty good puzzles.
I think they should lock you into 2D and then make you do the ice maze again. Just do the ice maze. I love the ice maze.
Yeah.
What do you call it? The ice floor. Don't walk over the same thing twice.
Isn't that the one that was Gen 4, right?
Yeah, I think that's Gen 4. That's Candace.
Yes, that was Candace. Didn't another gym leader also have that at some point?
Feels like
similar?
it feels like. Yeah, I feel like they've used that twice.
Did Flannery's gym and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire?
Yeah, I didn't play that. I don't know what. No.
That still baffles me to this day because
you
Gen 3. You love Gen 3 so much.
Yeah, I just didn't play it.
You should play it.
I didn't like Gen 6, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna play Gen 3. Skip Gen 3.
I mean, Gen 3 is a very skippable generation.
Sorry, skipped Gen 3 update because it's just lost its luster.
Better. I'm sorry.
It's better?
Anybody will tell you it's better.
Okay. I mean, Super Mario Odyssey is better than the first Super Mario game.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Stupid Mario players. Why would you play an inferior game?
I didn't say that. You're saying that.
Huh? I can't hear
What?
you. I'm too
I
distracted.
can't hear you
Going
over
to the
sound
next
of
topic.
Sunflora and Sunkern because now we're going to hear their Pokédex entries. Gotta go to freaking Bulbapedia because they're Gen 2, though. Sarah B., why don't you have Gen 2 Pokédex entries?
Skill issue.
It is a skill issue. All right, Jokum, how about I read for Sunkern and you read for Sunflora?
I'm honored. Thank you for giving me the marginally better Pokemon.
All right, time to read Gold. It may drop out of the sky suddenly. If attacked by a Spearow, it will violently shake its leaves.
That's cute. Also, what's it doing in the sky?
I'm assuming it falls from trees.
Does it have a propeller? Does
I was
it
going to
float?
say, does it use its leaves as a propeller? That'd be kind of cute.
That'd be very cute.
If it's meant to be like a seed pod, I imagine it can just be carried away by a breeze, you know?
But like it's huge.
Well, yeah, but Hoppip and its line are all decently sized.
But
and
they're
they can
based off
float.
of like cotton. That's or like plants that are supposed to be floaty.
Yeah, and if that's...
This one's based off of a sunflower kernel.
It's not. I don't know about a sunflower kernel. It's definitely like a seed pod.
It's it's based off of a sunflower seed.
Yeah, but it's not exactly. It can still be carried away by the wind.
A sunflower seed?
The sunkern.
But it's huge.
Yes.
And it's not themed after things that are carried away by the wind.
Wailord is huge. He can float.
Yeah, but that's like his thing.
Yeah, that's Sunkern's thing.
It's not Sunkern's thing. They haven't described that.
I will describe it to you later.
All right.
Silver. It lives by drinking only dewdrops from under the leaves of plants.
It's adorable.
It is said that it eats nothing else.
Okay.
That is very cute. Crystal's the exact same thing. I want to read Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Scarlet. It suddenly falls out of the sky in the morning. Knowing it's weak, it simply feeds until it evolves. Violet. It is very weak. Its only means of defense is to shake its leaves desperately at an attacker. That's cute.
We've already heard that though.
I know.
Old hat.
I know. Whoa. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They may suddenly fall out of the sky in the morning, but in the year following a cold summer, their population explodes.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Wow. Normally we only read a couple of entries, but there are a lot of other entries that give interesting lore. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Sunkern tries to move as little as it possibly can. It does so because it tries to conserve all the nutrients it has stored in its body for its evolution. It will not eat a thing, subsisting only on morning dew. Wow. I guess it really doesn't talk about it floating, but why else would it be in the sky?
Because someone thought it was stupid and threw it?
Nope. Heart Gold says it may plummet from the sky.
Again, what they keep putting it in the sky. What's it doing there?
Yeah, Diamond Pearl Platinum falling out of the sky. Can you not tell us why it's in the sky?
Maybe the next one. Maybe Sunflora throws them in the sky.
Maybe. Let me find Sunflora for you. Flora for you. Sunflora.
Florsunya. I'm not as good.
She suns on my flora till I sunken.
She suns on my kern till I flora.
I like that better. There's your gold, silver,
Yours
and
is good too,
whatnot.
Frank.
Thank you. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. That's us kissing. Nothing else. And gold. It converts sunlight into energy. In the darkness after sunset, it closes its petals and becomes still.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Silver. In the daytime, it rushes about in a hectic manner, but comes to a complete stop when the sun sets. Why does it do that?
Why is it hectic?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why is
runs
it
around.
hectic?
Crystal. As the hot seasons approaches, the petals on this Pokemon's face become more vivid and lively. So it is just a little sunflower.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Want to read at least Scarlet and Violet?
Because, yeah, let's see.
That's what he said.
Who is this again?
You don't know who that
Is
is?
this the crazy guy from Plants vs. Zombies?
Yes, Crazy Dave.
Thank God. Did you ever play Plants vs. Zombies?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Great game.
Heck yeah.
Sunflowers in that game are great.
They are.
Scarlet. In the daytime, it rushes about in a hectic manner, but it comes to a complete stop when the sun sets. Violet, since it converts sunlight into energy, it is always looking in the direction of the sun. That's why it's squinting.
Like, no...
It
Did it
doesn't
say that?
no,
Okay, I was
I'm
going to
just
say.
saying.
Like normal sunflowers.
Okay, again, why is Sunkern in the sky?
I really hope the lore section a bit later will tell us.
Maybe it
about
has
that.
a propeller. Maybe it's a little thing on the top is a propeller. That'd be pretty
That is kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, I can use it to float and whatnot. Is that your propeller noise? Pretty cute.
It's my Joecopter. It's shaped like me. It's got a very pointy nose.
Your nose isn't that pointy. You always talk
small
about your
and
nose.
pointy.
Your nose.
It just is.
All right, let's do abilities, Jokum. You want to do abilities?
Sure.
All right. So Sunkern here, as of Scarlet and Violet, has 3 abilities, 2 normal, 1 hidden, and they stay the same through evolution. The first one is Chlorophyll. When sunny, the Pokemon speed doubles. So, pretty cool. Kind of like how...
It goes up to 60. That's nice.
What's that? Yeah. What's that? What's the one that works in the rain? Swift Swim. It's the grass equivalent of Swift Swim. I should say the sun equivalent.
Is there a sandstorm equivalent of Swift?
Yes, I think it's called Sand Rush.
That is really cool.
Yeah, and I think there's an ice equivalent called Slush Rush.
Are you serious?
I think so.
That's actually really cool.
I think that's
love
what
that
Slush Rush
exists.
does.
Good for that.
Its next ability is Solar Power. During sunshine, the Pokemon's special attack stat raises to 1.5 times, but HP decreases by 1/8 the maximum HP every turn. So I think it's basically a Life Orb. I don't know if Life Orb increases... Because Life Orb increases your special and physical attack, but I'm sure Solar Power is only going to end up being on special attackers, you know? So, at least I hope so. So, I think it might just be like a Life Orb. At least, maybe like Life Orb Light, if nothing else. And then its hidden ability is Early Bird. Sleep conditions last for half as long, rounding down. For example, half of 3 turns is 1.5, which rounds down to 1 turn. When the number of turns to sleep is 1, half of this is rounded down to 0, and the Pokemon wakes up instantly. So they'll wake up from sleep faster, which I guess is cool, but...
I think they should have just made it all status effects last half as long, which would be really...
Well, it's called Early Bird, though.
Yeah, I would call it like Early Bird that also gets over the flu and also doesn't get burned easily.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I guess...
But you don't get over other conditions. Paralysis, I guess freeze does, but paralysis and confusion. Okay, there's really just paralysis and burn that don't go away, and poison. So confusion, freeze, and sleep do go away.
Yeah.
I guess we could have taken away the other ones earlier.
Just get rid of those other ones earlier too.
The early bird only wakes earlier.
What?
Because it's a bird.
But it's a seed.
And a sunflower.
It's a sunflower seed.
I would probably go with chlorophyll on my Sunflora just because I can almost guarantee you its speed's going to be bad. So to have it be doubled in strong sunlight would be nice.
Have we looked at the stats of Sunflora?
No. Would you like to do that before moves?
Yes, I think so.
Alright.
I feel like that would put moves into more context.
So, just to put it out there, we'd never normally talk about pre-evolution stats, but we did mention that it's like the weakest Pokemon of all time. That's because Sunkern's base stat total is... Now remember, whenever we talk about base stat total, even the bad Pokemon are in like the 400s, right? And these are, to be fair, normally bad Final Evolved Pokemon,
usually final
but
Evos.
still, Sunkern's base stat total is 180. Its HP is 30. Its attack is 30. Now its defense is 30.
I love when you do this bit.
But here we go. Now things are getting interesting because its special attack is 30.
Yep, it's always funny.
Similarly to its defense, its special defense is 30.
Oh, always a hit.
And remember we talked about its speed doubling in strong sunlight. That speed will become 60 because its base speed is 30.
There it is. Home run. Always funny.
I think it is. I tickle myself pink.
I tickle my own pickle.
Every time. Don't talk about my pickle. Don't talk about my pickle. All right. Upon evolution, the base stats go up, obviously, and Sunflora's base stat total is now 425. Pretty low.
I guess, but from where it came from, that's
It's quite
nice.
the increase.
What are the stats?
HP 75. Physical attack 75. Now this is where it gets interesting.
Okay, god damn it.
No, I'm just kidding. Its defense is 55. So it is much worse than its HP. All right. Finally, we're getting to the good stuff.
All right.
Special attack is actually 105.
That's not terrible.
That's
not
pretty
bad.
decent. Being
like,
over
good.
100 is pretty
Yeah.
good. Special defense, a lot higher than its normal defense. It's 85.
Okay.
Oh no, its speed is worse than I thought.
What?
It stays 30. Oh no.
But it says it runs around hectically. I mean, I guess it's a plant, but like...
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's really bad. Poor
so
Sunflora.
sad. Oh, it doubles its... Oh my god.
Doubling to 60 is it? I thought its speed did become
Doubling
60.
to 60 is...
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
That's
you might
just
as well,
nothing.
You might as well keep it 30 and run like frickin' Trick Room.
Yeah, run Trick Room. At this point,
Oh no.
gosh, at this point I would just have it
Oh no.
with the ability Solar Power, so it can just be stronger with its special attack.
What exactly did Solar Power do again?
During the sunshine, the
Yeah.
Pokemon special attack raises to 1.5 times, but
Okay.
HP decreases by 1/8 the maximum HP every turn.
You might as well just... It's
But-
gonna die anyways.
But here's the good part. When using a life orb, there's nothing you can do to counteract the life orb, except, I don't know, Water Veil or Ingrain or something like that. At least with this ability, you can just give your Sunflora leftovers, and you'll be okay. You'll get that health back. Are you okay?
So I had one of my like beard hairs in the back of my throat. I don't know why.
That. Oh, I hate
Ugh.
that. And then continuing that thought.
Okay. So the it not being an item is actually very
good.
nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And I mean, hypothetically, even if you don't care about restoring that health, because again, people in competitive give their Pokemon Life Orb all the time. Losing that little bit of health doesn't matter a lot of the time. You could even give your Sunflora, I was gonna say a Choice Scarf, but that just raises speed. What's the one that raises special attack? What's that item?
Choice Specs?
Choice Specs sounds right. So if you gave your Pokemon Choice Specs, you can only use one move until you switch out and switch back in, then you can pick a different move. But like, if this isn't competitive, because you're not using a Sunflora in competitive, and this is just your normal game, give it Choice Specs, and then Energy Ball, which I'm sure it gets, is going to do massive damage in the sun. 105 special attack, Solar Power, freaking Stab, Choice Specs. That's good. That's honestly gonna kill most things, even at neutral.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the move. But let's see what moves it does get. Let's see. Okay, it does get Ingrain. I just mentioned that a minute ago. Grass type move. The user lays roots that restore its own HP every turn. Because the user is now rooted, it can't be switched out.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe
so-
you don't want a choice item if you can't be switched out. It gets the Absorb, and then immediately after, like, literally 3 levels later, Mega Drain. Leech Seed, that's good. You can also just Leech Seed your opponent, so you get the health back that way too. Okay, yeah, there you go. You don't need a leftovers.
Is Leech Seed physical or special?
Neither. It's a status move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A seed is planted on the target. It
I
steals
forget.
some HP
I
from the
for-
target every turn.
I was thinking of Leech Life.
Oh yes,
That's bug type, I think.
It is, but it got buffed in Gen 7, so it would be great if it could learn it.
Oh.
Remember that was like Zubat's thing with Leech
Yeah.
Life you for like 20 damage? Now it does like upwards of 75, I think. It
Really?
might even be 80. It's a great attack since Gen 7.
And it's a bug type.
Bug type,
Is
yeah.
it physical or
yes,
special?
physical, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be good on Sunflora.
Yeah, but it makes sense that Leech Life would be physical because it's kind of like
Absolutely.
a bite. Ah.
Exactly. Razor Leaf does get Giga Drain by level 22. Bullet Seed, Petal Dance, there you go. That's a really good, that is basically grass type Outrage. So that's a really good physical grass move. Special, sorry. Solar Beam, which during strong sunlight will not need to charge.
Okay.
So that's good. Obviously, it gets Sunny Day.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask. It gets Sunny Day, right?
Yeah, you could just also just put like a Ninetales or a Torkoal on your team, though.
They have the ability that makes it a sunny day.
Drought, yeah.
Drought.
43, you get Leaf Storm, another special attack. That one isn't like Outrage. That is a special grass type attack. It does 130 damage with 90 accuracy. The user whips up a storm of leaves around the target. The recoil from this move harshly lowers the user's special attack stat, which does suck. But at the same time, if this is just a normal playthrough, you're going to use your Sunflora, use this big move with all your items and correct abilities and sun up so you can one-shot them guaranteed. Then, when your opponent inevitably sends out a flying type or, I don't know, a steel type or whatever, something grass wouldn't be good against, just switch them out, and then when you put them back in the future, the special attack resets, so you're fine, you know? Alright, so it doesn't learn Energy Ball by level up, which sucks, but I guarantee you they'll be able to learn it by TM. Oh, Magical Leaf is a TM. I forgot about that in Gen 9. Huh.
Magical Leaf. The first time I remember Magical Leaf was on Roserade. Was that like a Roserade?
I think that's kind of like a Roserade thing.
Okay.
It's basically just special Razor Leaf. I think they do the exact same. Oh,
Razor Leaf is a physical move?
Yeah. Physical move. It actually does 55 damage with 95 accuracy, and Magical Leaf, if I can find it again, is 60 damage, and it never misses.
Okay.
So that's cool. That's really cool, actually. It gets Seed Bomb by TM, which physical attack, why bother? Ooh, it gets Dazzling Gleam. That's good for coverage. It is a special fairy type attack that does 80 damage, so that's nice. I don't know, just some of these moves seem so pointless, like Swords Dance. There's Energy Ball. Yeah, okay, we're good. Grassy Terrain, Earth Power. That is awesome. Earth Power, special ground type attack. It does 90 damage with 100 accuracy. And it may lower the target's special defense. That's not bad at all.
That's really good. It lowers the special defense, so then the next time...
So it hits even harder.
Yeah.
Also, it gets Sludge Bomb, the special poison type attack that does 90 damage. That's great. Okay, honestly, this isn't bad. Oh, and by egg moves, it gets Morning Sun. The user restores its own HP. The amount of HP regained varies with the weather. So if strong sunlight's out, it'll regain even more HP.
And I'd imagine if it's raining, then it gains even less.
Yes.
Okay.
And if it's neutral, it'll probably gain just a normal amount. That's really cool. Okay, so we were kind of talking strategies a minute ago, but if I personally were to have a Sunflora on my team, it would be, I forget what this is, what nature this is, but it's up in special attack, down in physical. I would give it the choice specs, solar power ability. Let's see, what moves would I teach it? Energy Ball, because I don't want to deal with the lowered special attack. I just, whatever. Energy Ball will be plenty. Earth Power... Maybe Dazzling Gleam?
Wait, what do you mean you don't want to deal with a lower special attack?
Oh, I'm sorry. If I'm thinking things in my brain and I'm not saying out loud. If I gave it Leaf Storm, which is objectively a lot more powerful,
but
it would lower my special attack. I just don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I would just teach it Energy Ball. And then Earth Power for sure, because that'll be good for the fire types that are super effective against you. And Dazzling Gleam or Sludge Bomb, either or. Just I'm not going to think about it that hard right now.
You're thinking no Sunny Day?
No, I'm thinking you have this on a team with a Ninetales or a Torkoal for sure. Or just a different Pokemon to use Sunny Day. And then I would give it Leech Life as its fourth attack, so it can regain the HP the ability takes away.
Is Torkoal slow?
Yes, but it's a little bulky, so it can survive.
I'm wondering if you start with a Torkoal, does Torkoal know anything like U-turn or anything? Because then you kind of like U-turn out of there. I don't know why Torkoal would know U-turn. Although I guess Torkoal kind of goes into its shell and like spins, right? Isn't that?
Yeah. I don't know about learning. Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say for some reason it took me to Torkoal's Sword and Shield page.
It does not know flip turn. That was fake news.
Sorry. No, it definitely doesn't. Hey, Joker's touching my beard. Thank you. I put conditioner in it.
My beard is coarse.
Yeah, because you don't put conditioner in it.
I did put conditioner in mine.
Really?
Yes, this morning.
It is a little coarse. It's not a bad thing though. Yeah, I'm looking. It ain't gonna get U-turn.
Okay.
It's not gonna get U-turn.
I'm trying to think of you throw a Pokemon out. Let's say Ninetales knew some kind of U-turn move.
Yeah.
Could it, if it went first, would it use the U-turn, flip out, and then the other then you'd switch in your Pokemon, and then that Pokemon you switched in would get hurt?
No, because U-turn. If you're faster, yes. If you're not, no.
Okay. Because my concern would be switching Sunflora out into an attack, and then Sunflora is
Yeah.
squishy, so it would get hurt.
Oh, yeah. Ninetales is a stone evolution, so it doesn't get any good moves. Then again, Sunflora did. That's strange. Was I looking at Sunkern that whole time? No. Oh my gosh, Sunflora, though it's a stone evolution,
Gets all those good moves.
gets all those moves upon level up. Wow. So you could just catch...
It gets Earth Power on level up?
No, that was a TM.
Okay, yeah.
I just meant like Solar Beam and Petal Blizzard and Leaf Storm and all that jazz.
How much damage does Solar Beam do?
120. Oh,
Yeah, why wouldn't you
screw
have
Energy
Solar-
Ball.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about Solar Beam. Yeah, you're in the sun. Teach it Solar Beam, for goodness sake.
Maybe you use this in doubles.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a doubles kind of thing. You have your little Torkoal.
Yeah, I am just trying to think of, like, a main... What am I trying to think of? A main playthrough of a game, because... Where are you gonna double battle with your Sunflora and Torkoal? I mean, Torkoal can be used fairly well.
What do you call it? The freaking DLC.
The DLC,
I
yes.
happen to know about a little thing called all of those friggin' double battles.
True. So in the Blueberry Academy DLC, yes, you can definitely use your Sunflora to its maximum ability with the drought and all that, but I don't know. You don't even need for it to be a double battle. Just have your Ninetales or whatever out first. Drought sets up Sunny Day. Then you can you don't even need a U-turn. You can just hard switch into Sunflora or just let it take a hit. I know it's not bulky or anything, but say because Ninetales is out, your opponent switches into a water type and it's going to use a water type attack on you, but then you switch into your Sunflora and there you go. You're good. It can eat up one water type move, probably, and then not outspeed, and then get two shot. Oh, this poor little Sunflower. Okay, new plan. New plan. Drought, Ninetales. Hard switches into a better Pokemon.
Okay, into a better. That knows U-turn?
That knows U-turn.
Or flip turn or whatever.
Flip turn, or Baton Pass, even.
Does Baton Pass do more? Doesn't Baton Pass just pass
stats? Raise stats or lowered,
but it doesn't also switch you out, does it?
It does switch you out.
Oh, Baton Pass
That's the
does
whole
switch
point,
you out.
yeah.
Oh,
It switches you out with the gain stats, which is cool.
Oh yeah, so it is like a nice alternative U-turn. Mm-hmm. Or is there an ability that doesn't do damage but it still switches you?
What do you mean doesn't do damage?
Well, I mean, it's just like run away.
Yeah, Wimpod and Gliscopod have Wimp Out and Tactical Retreat.
I remember that.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
I don't think that's actual. I don't think it's the actual name of the ability. I think we both just came up with
No,
that.
I thought it was like the whole point is that it's got like
Yeah, no, it is, but it's not. I don't think it's called Tactical Retreat.
I thought that.
It's called Emergency Exit.
Oh, Emergency Exit. Okay.
And we both came up with Tactical
That's
Retreat.
crazy.
That's so cool. Good job, Jokum. We're so linked.
Oh man, it's like we do a Pokemon podcast. No, we're very linked.
Yes,
we've got
we
a little
are.
bit of skin that attaches us to each other.
Oh my gosh, Gliscopod isn't in Scarlet and Violet.
Dang.
Gosh, I could have sworn it was.
Was it in Gen 8?
Yeah, it was.
Why wouldn't they have it in Gen
I don't know.
9?
Some Pokemon just aren't in it. Gotta catch 'em all. That sucks.
That really does suck. Yeah, Gliscopod's awesome. Have we
Um,
talked about Gliscopod on this podcast yet?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, did you think we did?
I could have.
You just would have forgotten?
We've talked about like some number of Pokemon so far.
Yeah?
How many have we talked about?
I think we're getting close to 40.
40. Whoa.
Yeah, 40th episode. We're somewhere near 40.
So we've probably talked about even more than that though, because each Pokemon is multiple Pokemon can have multiple
Yeah, like we've done
Pokemon line.
Nidoking and Nidoqueen, so that's 6 Pokemon right there.
Holy cow.
We've done like Sceptile, so that's another 3. But then we've done a lot of singles like Passimian and Mewtwo. You're talking about a pretty decent amount of Pokemon overall.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Pokemanning.
The
What are we
best.
talking about also?
The flower. Just
the
some
flower.
sunflower.
As far as alternate forms for this little flower,
Yes.
I have an idea.
I want to hear it.
Sunkern
Yeah.
evolves alternatively
Okay.
into Suncorn. Because I always thought Sunkern looked like a little piece of corn. So then instead of Sunflora, it's Suncorn.
Yeah.
And it's a very tall corn plant with multiple heads.
Okay, so is this one of those situations where it's like Paldean Whooper, where it's a Norwegian Sunkern?
No.
That
It is a Pokemon that people that have just forgotten that exists. Because, hear me out.
Okay.
It has its signature move stuff is like popcorn themed. It will pop its little arms. And what it does is it grows little Sunkerns on it, and it'll pop them, and they'll fly in the air.
Wow.
And then inexplicably, trainers will find Sunkerns falling from the sky because Suncorns pop them up there.
That's amazing.
I rest my case.
You rest your case. It is a good case that has been
It's
rest.
dragon type.
Oh, you lost me.
No. Oh, it's firegrass.
Yeah. All right. So that's good. Whenever I see somebody come up with like an evolution for Sunflora, it's always grass fire.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it's a sunflower.
That is. I get that.
I do too, which is why my idea also would make it grass fire.
In a completely different way.
So here's what I was talking about earlier. Here's my thought process for a cool new gimmick for like Gen 10 or 11 or whatever. You know how in Generation 4, Professor Rowan claims he's like the evolution professor. He studies evolution.
Yeah.
And that was kind of, quote unquote, like Gen 4's gimmick. All these new evolutions.
Yeah, you had to stop Team Galactic from forcing creationism into schools because he was the evolution professor. I didn't think that would get you like that.
Oh my! I can just imagine Cyrus and Team Galactic barging into a school and being like, "Children, you did not evolve from orangutans and Pacifians.
You were created by Arceus."
I will capture Arceus to prove to you God's creation powers.
Dang, that works so much better than I thought it was.
Honestly, it'd be
Cyrus
so
is the
funny.
perfect person for that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He just wanted to become a god and master time and space with the Algun Palkia. No, he should be taking evolution out of school. How funny would that be? He has like a giant Pope pack because he's all religious. Oh, I love that so much,
Oh
Joker.
my
That's such a
gosh.
fun idea.
Yeah.
What was I
Thank you.
even talking? What was my less good idea even? No, so here's my
Evolution Professor Rowan.
Yes. So this also has to do with evolution, but I don't know, Pokemon professors, or maybe this happened in nature, but somehow these evolution stones get extra power and they get like powered up. You could say, similarly to how freaking, what's his name? What's the Pokemon at the end of Sword and Shield? The Gigantamax Pokemon? How am I forgetting his name?
Eternamouse, the giant mouse Pokemon.
Correct. Eternatus.
Eternatus.
Is responsible
It's not
for...
Eternatus?
I just said
Eternatus?
it weird. Yeah,
Okay,
I think it's Eternatus. Similarly to how Eternatus is responsible for Gigantamax energy being in the world and everything, somehow there can be like a legendary Pokemon that leaked energy into evolution stones, and they can now evolve a Pokemon a second time. For example, Sunflora. It evolves with a Sunstone, but with an extra powered Sunstone, it allows it to evolve a second time.
A Sunstone could be like frickin'... What would it be? Like a Quasar Stone or a...
It'd be super cool if they gained like new names or whatever. I'd never even thought they'd gain new names. I'm just like, all right, this Sunstone is now emitting all kinds of evolution power now.
I think just like take the thing to the extreme, right? Like so a Sunstone is like a name for like a super massive sun or something.
Yeah, Supernova Stone.
Supernova Stone or something like that.
Nova
A Dawn Stone is a
Creation Stone?
I don't know. Yeah,
like
I guess
Dawn of
creation.
humanity.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
A Firestone is a
Lava Stone, Eruption Stone,
a Plasma Stone.
Plasma's cool.
Yeah.
What would water be?
Ocean
Vortex
Stone?
Stone?
Vortex Stone, maybe
Yeah.
Vortex.
Thunderstone.
Lightning Stone.
Okay,
No.
yeah.
Storm Stone. I don't know.
Storm isn't bad,
There's a
honestly.
Maelstrom Stone.
Maelstrom I like. Dusk. What would you do for Dusk?
There's a Dusk Stone?
Yeah.
I forget there's a Dusk Stone. Did that evolve like Honchkrow or something?
Yeah, Honchkrow, maybe Miss Maggie.
Okay, Dusk Stone. Apocalypse Stone.
Wow.
I don't know.
So dark and edgy.
Creation, Apocalypse, I don't know.
Okay, but Did you want to keep going?
No, I can't remember all the stones.
I can.
Oh, what
Shiny
is it?
stone.
Too shiny. Bright stone.
Bright
Brighter stone.
Yeah. Flashbang stone.
Yeah.
Oval stone. Does that evolve? I think so. I think
Circle
it's-
stone.
don't
Becomes
like
more
that.
perfect.
Oval is. I feel like
Oblong.
Oblong stone. I had one in my mind, and now I forget it. It was there's an ice stone. Glacier. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or Kelvin.
That's it. As far as I'm
All right,
concerned.
cool.
Oh, there's a leaf. We forgot about leaf stone.
Leaf stone? Tree stone.
Nope, bad.
It's the whole tree.
Don't like that one.
Nature stone. I don't know.
Okay, gosh, my stupid idea.
Well, yeah, what is this?
That's what basically
Right,
is.
Sunflora.
A super powered
Yeah.
stone that can evolve Pokemon another time.
So it's like if like a Flareon evolves with a Firestone, it would take it even further?
But
Okay.
it wouldn't work on every Pokemon because I don't want to evolve the evolutions.
But this would be a good way to make more evolutions.
Technically, well, what would
We would introduce new stones. It'd be like the stone
Sure,
evolution.
sure.
So they could be like, now there's finally an evolution for every type.
Yeah, that's true. Or my thought process was like a superpowered Firestone could work on like Scovillain because it already evolves from a Firestone.
and make it better.
Now it evolves again. It becomes a much better Pokemon. Still Grass Fire.
It looks
'cause
like
it's cool
it
type,
actually
but-
could look like it's like a Pokemon and not like a beta design of something.
Yes. A superpowered Ice Stone can work on a Nose Pass for some reason, and it gets a split evolution. You know?
Oh.
Because these can work on non-stone evolution
okay.
Pokemon. And it's just like, that's what these Pokemon professors and scientists are doing. They're discovering which stones work on which Pokemon.
Nose Pass becomes Nose Run because it's cold.
And it has two
a
giant
cold.
icicles coming out of its
Yes.
nose.
Yeah. And
That'd
it
be sick.
launches them like missiles.
Yes, I was going to say it like attacks with them. I
Yeah.
love it launching them. That's so good. Yeah, now it's a special attacker instead of a physical
That's
attacker.
actually really cute.
That would be.
What about Sunflora?
It gets bigger.
That's what your idea?
My idea more. Oh, okay. So here's the thing, guys. This idea about alternate forms was more so just a way for me to explain my cool, hip new evolution method. I have no idea what a new Sunflora would
It's
look
not a new
like.
evolution method. It's just more evolutions using an old method.
It's a different method because it's an evolved method.
Oh, you evolved the evolution.
Evolved the evolution.
Frank Darwin over here. Charles Darwin was
My brain
famous
is throbbing.
for trying to evolve even further past his limitations.
That's true. He didn't really die. He just became more.
The tragic part was he evolved into a barnacle.
They're the ultimate life form after all.
He hated to admit it. He hated barnacles because they are the ultimate life form.
Yes. So let's see. Let me think about this though. Sunflora evolves. I do think it does, get bigger. I think its petals become like a bit longer. Maybe they like come to more of a point, and they kind of like they got like fire patterns on them now,
Okay.
like orange and yellow.
All right.
Isn't that sick?
I've seen it on Google Images.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna see this thing on Google Images.
That's the big issue. Is that yes, it would be really cool to evolve
yeah.
Sunflora. I don't know where you take it though. Even if you do give it the fire typing, you're just kind of making a fire
Make it like
pattern
a spotlight.
sunflower.
Like a spotlight or something, and it emits fire like light.
But why? Why
Yeah.
does maybe it's stored so much light all this time that it now can release its own light? It becomes its own light source?
Maybe it. Honestly, I feel like it could just it becomes more like a mass of tall sunflowers. It has multiple heads.
That
or
sounds like more of a
something.
Gigantamax form.
Yeah, but like Gigantamax is no more.
Yeah, we thought the same thing about Mega Evolution. Now it's
Mega
back.
Evolution was better than Gigantamaxing.
When they make glistening sword and sturdy shield
yeah.
version, maybe we'll get Gigantamax back. Aren't you
Yeah.
excited for those games, Jokum?
Maybe I'll actually play them.
No, you won't.
Tree, ugly tree. Anyways, let's keep going.
Jokum, you want to see these things shiny?
Yeah, sure.
How do you think shiny Sunkern's gonna look?
I think it's gonna be green. Oh, it's in fact it's less green.
Yeah, it barely changes.
It's sun-kissed. It's a little bit autumny.
Honestly, Sunkern never looks like it has a hint of green in the yellow until you see shiny Sunkern, and you're like, okay, there maybe there is a
there's
hint
green
of green in that
yeah.
yellow. Besides that, it really doesn't change at all. But Sunflora even less of a change.
Just desaturated. That's so sad.
That nice bright green on its body is
Dang.
now just kind of like a dying leaf green.
I don't know. I might prefer the one is kind of like an unnatural green, and then the other one is more like an actual sunflower stalk.
Yeah, I don't know. The shiny one looks like you took a picture of a sunflower with like a filter.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's boring. It's boring. It's so boring.
it is.
Our fan-made evolution of Sunflora from the Norwegian region.
Does it have to be from Norwegia?
Are there sunflowers in Norway?
No. Well,
Hmm?
they're not native,
The invasive sunflower Pokemon.
but like they're not even invasive in Norway.
The non-invasive sunflower Pokemon.
Sunflora, it's here.
Why? We don't know. All right, let's do some trivia, huh? You ready for some trivia on Sunkern, Jokum?
You're gonna give me some trivia on Sunkern.
You're ready. I know you are, because it'll tell us why. Oh, there's a lot of useless information here. I am so freaking excited.
Oh gosh, dang it!
Sunkern has the lowest base HP stat and the lowest base stat total of all grass Pokemon. In addition, it is tied with Lotad and Bramblin for the lowest base defense of all grass-type Pokemon. And it's tied with Bellsprout and Seedot for the lowest base special defense stat of all grass-type Pokemon. Isn't that cool?
This is insane.
Sunkern shares its category name with Bulbasaur and its evolved forms. They are all known as the seed Pokemon.
Wait, why is Bulbasaur the
Why
seed
is
Pokemon?
Venusaur the seed Pokemon?
Venusaur is the seed Pokemon too?
Yeah, Bulbasaur I can see.
He's the-
Venusaur needs to be the giant frog dinosaur Pokemon.
Yeah, he's the toad.
the toad.
Venusaur, the toad Pokemon.
I did. Wow. See, that was interesting.
No, it wasn't.
Sunkern's official artwork more closely resembled its shiny form in gold and silver than its regular form. This is somewhat rectified in crystal, although the artwork was still more similar to its shiny sprite. This discrepancy was fully rectified in Generation 3.
Thank God. I was about to have a conniption.
In the official Pokemon Handbook 3, published by Scholastic Corporation, Sunkern's data says its height was 0.01 when it's actually 1 foot or 1 inch. 1 foot?
It's 0.00. Wait, how tall did it say it was?
Sunkern's a foot?
I don't see why not. I feel like most Pokemon are a foot.
That's really big. I thought it was only like half a foot tall. Oh my gosh, Sunkern is half a foot tall. I mean, a foot. Why is it so big? That's giant.
It's a Pokemon.
For a Sunkern, I feel like that's giant. Sunkern and its evolved form are the only Pokemon to have Early Bird as its hidden ability. Wow.
Huh. Okay.
How about that?
Other Pokemon have it as their non-hidden abilities, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, so that's not interesting.
It's so interesting. Since Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, Sunkern has the lowest base experience yield of all Pokemon.
Whoa.
So knocking this thing out
Wow.
is barely even worth it.
That's crazy.
Origin. Sunkern appears to be based on a shooting sunflower seed.
There we go. Now I'm interested.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait. When I try to click on it, but it separates shooting and sunflower seed.
Well, shoot. Okay, so this is the botanical term, shoot.
Yes, but
So in botany, a plant shoot. Oh no,
that's what I'm saying.
That just says that's a plant shoot, but that's different.
It's
All right,
different, yes.
We're using technology. I'm going in. Cue hacker music, or don't, because we don't do stuff like that.
No, I'm definitely not adding extra music. Dun 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 dun. What? That's just pictures of sunflowers.
There's nothing that pops up with that.
Is it just shooting sunflower seed? Search seed. See if anything comes up.
It's just sunflower shoots.
But it looks.
Oh, it's shooting.
Yes.
As in it's
Yes.
It has a shoot that's coming out of it.
Oh.
Boring. Oh man, I got
So
excited.
then why is it falling from the sky?
Yeah, okay, we thought it was gonna be like, oh, the sunflower,
Yeah.
it's so full of seeds that when it faces the sky, it gets all
just
bursts.
Oh, it'd be great.
That would be great. There's plants that have seeds that are all like tight, and then when they hit the ground, they explode and launch seeds.
Or when they're touched by like an animal or anything, they just launch all their
Yeah.
seeds everywhere. Sunkern appears to be based on a shooting sunflower seed. Oh, wait, I just read that. Sorry. Sunkern may be a combination of sunflower and kernel. So, your popcorn kernel idea really works.
Yep, that's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah, because you knew that?
Yes, because I thought it looked like a corn, and then kern sounded like kernel.
No, I can see that.
As a kid, I was like, oh, it's a corn Pokemon. Why does it evolve? I was an idiot.
Corn
Why does it evolve
Pokemon.
into a... It didn't compute that the little corn evolved into a sunflower because it wasn't a corn.
When I go to the trivia section, they pull up a picture, and you think it'd be of Sunflora, but it's actually Meowth disguised as a Sunflora for some reason.
Because that's the most interesting thing about Sunflora.
Probably. All right. Ooh, lots of good trivia here. Sunflora shares its category name with Espeon and Volcarona. They are all known as the Sun Pokemon.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. Hell yeah, I forgot. Espeon and Umbreon were Sun and Moon Pokemon. At least I'm assuming Umbreon is Moon. Now that I heard Espeon's Sun.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh my gosh, this is actually so interesting. Sunflora is Meowth's most frequently used Pokemon disguise in Pokemon the series.
That's kind of cool.
Having been used 7 times so far.
That's not as many times as I thought it would have been.
But
that's
I mean,
cool.
imagine how many times Jesse, James, Meowth have put on disguises. Meowth chose Sunflora that many times.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like they're like the same height.
Yeah, same
You know,
height.
and they both have round faces.
Yeah. Wow, how about that? In Pokemon Crystal, a bug causes the capture formula for the Heavy Ball to incorrectly retrieve this Pokemon's weight, giving it a plus 40 catch rate modifier. This also affects Kadabra and Tauros.
Whoa, that's specifically in the old games.
In Crystal, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Specifically in Crystal. So, if you're playing Crystal and you want to catch a Sunflora, Heavy Ball it. Origin. Sunflora seems to be based on a sunflower and its close association with the sun. Name origin. Sunflora may be a combination of sun or sunflower and flora. Would you have been able to guess that?
Yeah, no.
No? You wouldn't be able to
I
guess
am.
that?
I'm
Why
spinning.
are you
Go to more
spinning my
interesting
eye?
trivia.
That's it. We're done with trivia.
Oh, why couldn't Sunflora be more interesting? And why does sun currents fall from the sky?
Let's think about this. Let's think about this rationally, okay?
No.
Sunflowers.
Reddit might have talked about it.
Oh, go to Reddit. Reddit is full of smart people. I'm sorry, it's not, and it is and it isn't. I'm just being.
I love
mean.
Reddit, but I went on. I never go on Reddit, but I was like, change my mind. I want to see or change my view or whatever the subreddit is. I went on there. I was just scrolling, and I was like, I hate Redditors. I hate Redditors. I hate Redditors. I hate Redditors.
They were saying terrible things.
Just the things they're just saying to change my mind on, and I'm like, that's annoying. That's annoying. And then I see like a thing. I'm like, oh no, they asked a thing that's like rational, and people are gonna be trying to change their mind on it. I hate both sides. I hate it all.
I don't like a certain race of people. Change my mind, and it's like, good lord. Is nothing coming up?
Nothing comes up about it.
What's that?
I don't know.
Wait, go back to that. That might be actually something interesting. Yes, Jokum, you found something interesting, and I'm so glad you found it, because this is a fun fact about Sunkern. In Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, all Pokemon have base performance stats that determine how well they do in Pokeathlons. Some of you already know where I'm going with this. Sunkern is one of the Pokemon that can have the maximum of 5 stars in all 5 stats. It shares these stats with Ditto, Mew, Origin Form Giratina, and God of Creation Arceus. Think of all those legends, and Ditto, and then Sunkern. That is actually such a fun fact that is not on Bulbapedia. Gosh, I knew that in like the back of my head, but I totally forgot until seeing this. I'm so glad you found that, Jokum.
That's interesting. So all except for Giratina of those Pokemon have perfectly even stats.
Oh, yeah.
So the people were like wondering, why is it that Giratina Origin Form is included in that? And then one person is saying that it's
well,
because it changes from 120 120 defense, and 100 offenses to 100 defenses to 120 offenses. So it's kind of like they have. It splits,
that's the only
equal
change
stats between its two forms.
Okay.
So maybe that's like the idea. Is that?
But also, Glalie isn't there, and it has all even stats.
Oh, it does?
Or is one different? Isn't it? Wasn't it like
something like that?
100 or 80 across the board? Oh man, now I gotta look this up. Are you looking it up?
Nope, I'm looking up Sunkern falling from sky.
All right. After I look up this Glalie fact, we can do merch. Glalie stats. Yep, 80 across the board. Okay, so his Pokeathlon stats aren't perfect. So it might just be a coincidence of some kind, or maybe it's just a coincidence that Glalie's left out. What? What do you?
I'm saying. Okay, it's just interesting.
Oh. I'm going to Pokemon Center's website to check out merch.
I don't think we're going to figure out why Sunkern falls from the sky. If you guys at home know why Sunkern falls from the sky, please tell us.
Yeah, please comment down below. Leave us a review with sources, sure, but leave us a review of 5 stars and then leave a comment about why that is the thing. We'd really appreciate it.
Leave a hate comment.
Please don't. I mean, I guess you can, but at least rate 5 stars.
Start a fight. Start a fight in the comments.
Okay, so here we go. Bad merch. Not a lot of merch, but there is Sunkern and Sunflora Pokemon Pixel pins, so that's cute. And the Sunkern Sitting Cutie is available on Pokemon Center's website.
I actually really like that little sitting cutie.
That's like it
pretty
too.
cute, actually.
I like it.
I like Sunkern in general. Also, those pins are kind of cute.
They are cute. If I had my ears pierced, I could wear them as earrings. Ooh, Sunflora, I forgot, has a ton of representation thanks to the Van Gogh mashup.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Van Gogh's Sunflowers. Look at this. Pokemon Center X Van Gogh postcard posters. Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
That's so cute. And they put it on like jackets, and Sunflora is featured in this Pokemon Researcher Blossom Pokemon poster. Check this out. Look at that.
It's sort of there with a bunch of other Pokemon.
Bunch of grass. Yeah, a bunch of grass types. So look at these. There's all these research ones. There's one about birds and flying Pokemon. See? Look at all these bird Pokemon. There's one about fossil Pokemon, which is really cool. And then there's one about all these grass types. Most of them, I guess not most of them from Gen 1, but a lot from Gen 1. And then it's got like Meganium and Florges and Maractus. It's got freaking Cradily. Oh my gosh, it even has, what's its name? The most forgettable
Gossifleur?
Pokemon. Yeah, Gossifleur. How did you remember Gossifleur's name?
It's Gossifleur, Frank, clearly.
Anyway, its Sitting Cutie, Sunflora's, is sold out, and there's a ton of sold out Sunflora merch because of the X Van Gogh. But like, yeah. Okay, so Sunkern, bad representation. Sunflora is honestly, at this point, probably like A-tier representation.
I don't think A-tier. I think it's gotten a little bit of representation, but I would say low A,
maybe B. Let's go with B. Yeah, because if it wasn't for this Van Gogh, it wouldn't have a lot of representation. So I'd say B.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, I'm done.
This is the part of the show. What are we looking at? Oh, that's
pretty much exactly what I was thinking about when I was thinking of my fan-made evolution.
So I googled the word Sunflora because this is the part of the show where I scroll after googling a Pokemon's name until we get some not safe for our work, but not safe for your work images. Good thing you can't see them.
Oh,
so I'll just have to describe
we'll
them.
save your eyes.
Frank pointed out a little Pokemon, little Sunflora speculative evolution that's like
some fan art, and it's really good. It's really good,
right.
But it's what you can do with Sunflora.
I feel like there's other stuff you could do with it.
Oh, like that?
I like that more.
I feel like that's too far.
Like it's too much. There's one where it's like a big Sunflora where it's like head is fiery and angry.
It has like a mane of fire. I think that's too much.
I guess this one's happy.
Yeah. Sunflora doesn't need to evolve into this like epic beast.
No, it really doesn't. I don't think it will ever evolve into anything epic.
It just needs to evolve into something neat, pretty even.
It's got a Tumblr art style Sunflora.
Yeah. Oh, Sunflora is really cute.
Sunflora is cute. I like Sunkern.
Oh my gosh.
For affinity, it comes in clutch.
That's disgusting.
The image is not like loading in fully, but it's always comes back to inflation or like overfeeding.
Yeah.
There's like a giant fat Sunflora sitting in a field, and it looks like something is feeding it.
It's like a tube.
Like there's a father, bring me the tube.
Bring me my tube, brother.
Yeah. There's a tube, a green tube that is feeding this Sunflora something.
And it made it morbidly obese.
Oh my gosh.
And like, it's just so sad.
Wow.
This stuff. I don't get how it makes
Feeders
people
make
horny.
the world go round.
Because it's sad. It's sad to see these Pokemon reduced to nothing but blob.
That's really cute, though. This is the separate picture. It's just an actual Sunflora and a Sunkern next to a sunflower.
Yeah.
Very cute.
It is. It is pretty cute. A lot of good fan art here, but
I think there's still meat on them bones.
oh, there definitely could be.
For bad.
I'm surprised we haven't seen like a sexy Sunflora.
Well, to some people, the giant fat one was sexy.
Okay, I mean, yeah, each their own.
Ladies and gentle worms. Is that the thing people say? What? Ladies and gentle mice? I don't know.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Dang it. Well, okay, there's no more kinky, gross Sunfloras.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with that section. Jokum couldn't find anything besides the one, like, inflation/overfeeding fan art.
Okay, I'm getting spoiled. That was good eating.
No, it wasn't.
No pun intended.
But okay, let's go ahead and move on. Do you hear the music in the background?
Shut up. I'm sorry.
This is the part of the show where the boys discuss how edible the pocket monsters that we focused on won't belong. Turn up and come along to the segment of the show.
Hey, it is that time of this.
Say it like that.
It's that time of the show where we talk about kissing the flower, eating the flower, and then killing the flower. Wed. How would we do in a marriage, or how would this thing be as a marriage partner? Sunflora, like the
6.5.
That was quick. I'm looking at it and I'm trying to see the 6.5.
It's not an animal.
Yeah, okay, that's also
Which is
Yeah,
fantastic.
it makes it above the mole.
It stands on 2 feet, biped.
Yeah.
That's great. Very cute. That's great. How tall is it? Ugh. Lorantis was like the perfect wife, and then she was like 2 feet tall.
I wouldn't put this on the same level as Lorantis.
No,
'cause
absolutely
Lorantis this is just like a fat little thing.
I think I gave Lorantis like an 8 or something.
Gosh, we really
Maybe
need
a
to go
7.
back and actually make a file of this.
Yeah, we always say that. And we really do. Sunflora is 2'7".
All right. Well,
That's not bad. It could be worse.
at least it's not the mole.
At least it's not the mole.
I think it's a 5.
No, I think it's a 6.5.
Okay, well, that's you. I think it's a 5 because...
Very kissable.
Oh my god.
You disagree?
It's just a little thing. It's like it's just like a little creature. It's just a little critter.
And?
6.5?
Yeah.
That like implies that there's some level of like attraction.
Yeah.
I can't do this. We need to move on.
It's pretty.
A
I
5
like
and
it.
a
It's
6.5.
cute.
Let's just not even. I don't
I'd
want to.
bring it flowers and it would be so
I don't want to
happy.
dabble on this. Okay. Handhold ability.
It's a leaf. I mean,
It's a leaf. Low.
better than the mole with the razor hands.
Okay, sure.
Kiss ability high, cuddle ability very high.
Kiss ability. Where's the, I guess
Probably smells great all the time.
cuddle ability?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt a sunflower?
I can hold her. But yeah, okay, yes.
Sunflower
but she's not gonna
stems are
fall
really rough.
apart.
All right, yeah, we'll just
Happy all the time.
Sure. Okay, that is cute. Okay, now this is the part I can get behind you.
Gajinka.
Gajinka-fied. Hell yeah.
Wears sundresses.
So cute.
Always yellow. Always have sunflowers on them. Wears a cute little bonnet with a sunflower
So
on
cute.
it. She is so adorable.
She runs around hectically.
Yes.
So cute.
Yes, she gets the human equivalent of the zoomies and will run around. She loves to garden, but whereas you like to garden fruits and vegetables, she loves to garden flowers.
Yeah.
Big time. Big time.
So cute.
Yep. She's always happy. She loves being outside.
Yeah. So cute.
Great wife.
So cute.
Great wife.
Yes. I'd say
Absolutely.
we don't rate the Gajinkas, but or like on a 1 to 10, but that is a
Yes.
successful marriage.
Successful marriage.
Probably one of the highest.
One of the highest yet. Absolutely. You're totally right.
Oh yeah.
Fed. I'm not a big fan of sunflower seeds.
What I would do is the face doesn't look like there's if there were sunflower seeds on that face, they're not super mature.
I honestly, that's a good point. I don't think there are sunflower seeds on that face. I think since this is a living creature, there's no seeds.
But if you pick a sunflower head early before the seeds have matured and you bake it, it's supposed to taste really good.
Really?
I've never tried it, but I need to try it.
Yeah.
Florida's just not very good for the sunflowers I've been trying to grow.
You can eat petals, flower petals.
Yeah, those are leaves. The ones around the sides are technically leaves.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about around its face. But you would say you bake the whole thing.
I'd say you bake the whole thing, and you pick around the leaves on the outskirts, but you fork a knife, get in there. It's supposed to be really good.
If you wanted to pluck the petals before baking it, I would add the petals to like some ice cream and maybe some honey.
Again, they're not they're not a great texture.
No?
Sunflower petals? I don't think.
Are there only certain types of flower petals that are good for eating?
There's a lot of flower petals are good, but again, sunflower the ones around the thing aren't true petals. They're leaves. They're modified leaves.
Okay.
The ones I've grown, they're very coarse. Like they're not great. I wouldn't eat them. They're
Okay.
I don't know how to describe them, but they're not like it's not like a nice flower petal.
Could we chop up the body and put it in a stir fry?
I think the body's just sort of a wood. I think it's like a woody stem because sunflower stalks are kind of woody. But I think the head is great.
Yeah, all
I
right.
think the head is a 6.5.
I've never had it, so I don't really know what to rank it.
It's nutty. This is all from what I've heard, but it's nutty. It's
I'll give it a 6. I'll put it just above average because I don't feel like I don't think it's gonna be gourmet, but I think it would be
6.5
good.
is
I'd
hardly
love to
gourmet.
try it.
all right. Cool. 6 point. Where do we fall on these things? Like, how do we record this? If I did 6.5 and you did 6, like who do we say?
We go into like an Excel spreadsheet. One row is Jokum, one row is Frank, and then we have the Pokemon up top in the.
Okay.
Dang it is.
Okay,
top would be Y,
we'll Excel it
'cause
later.
Yveltal
We'll Excel
flies.
spreadsheet it later.
Yeah.
All right. Now, dead. Are we killing this thing?
Easiest
Easy, yeah.
one yet.
Yes.
I legitimately
We
think
blitz it.
this Pokemon.
We
We blitz
blitz
it. We blitz it. This is the easiest
That's insane.
Pokemon to kill.
I'm killing it with my bare hands.
Now, the only issue is if it's strong sunlight outside,
Yeah.
the solar beam would slice us down the middle. But the thing is, we're faster than it. 30 speed, I imagine it's still taking... that's the thing with solar beam, though. If it's in sunlight, it doesn't take time to absorb energy.
Well, but like, that's if it's in strong sunlight. Like, we define strong sunlight.
Not a cloud in the sky.
So-
in real life.
I guess, is it okay? So like a really hot summer day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the sun feels unbearable. Is that
Yes.
strong sunlight? Or on this winter day where the sun isn't like it's very nice to walk outside. Is that strong sunlight?
I think strong sunlight, because when you look in battle, strong sunlight has to do with like sun rays coming to the
Yeah.
ground. So now, if it was,
Oh, maybe on a high UV index day.
sure, that works. I just think there's not a cloud in the sky. Nothing's blocking the sun from hitting the earth.
Yeah, but like some days I feel like the sun is worse.
What is like Primal Groudon's ability? Because that's a different form of strong sunlight.
Extra strong sunlight.
I just typed in Ground Dawn.
Ground to dawn.
Yeah.
It should be ground done.
Its ability is Desolate Land. Okay, so Desolate Land is different than strong sunlight. Desolate Land creates the strong sunlight weather. But it renders water type moves useless because it's so hot it burns up the water, it evaporates it
that's
before
really
it can
cool.
even be used.
What is Groudon's? I mean, no, Kyogre's a version of that.
I forget.
I have to know because I didn't play those games.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it, so that's kind of what I'm getting at, though. I'm imagining that the sunlight isn't necessarily like super hot. It's just super bright. And nothing can block the UV rays of the sun.
Okay, but some days are higher UV index. Like some days the sun is just more powerful than others.
Primal Groudon's ability is Primordial Sea, and it's the same thing. And renders fire type moves useless. Because I imagine they immediately fizzle out because of all the downpour.
So
rain.
if both of them use the move, then
It might
Do
be
they
who's
cancel
ever
each other?
faster.
Okay.
I think it's whoever's faster gets their weather up first.
Okay.
But yeah, so if we go outside, the Sunflora is staring us down. If it's not strong sunlight, there is, and this is the first time I've ever said this, I think, a 100% chance I'm killing this sunflower.
Yeah. Yeah, its defenses are pretty low.
It's so low. One hit. Literally, I could punch its face into the concrete, and I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote. 55 defense?
Yeah, that's really low.
Even if it takes 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's still the quickest fight ever. Metal Bat? Are you kidding
Metal Bat
me?
is 100%. Metal
Bat's
is
100. I will give barehanded a 90 just because I do have to get right up next to it to pummel it into the ground. Metal Bat, I've got some distance between the two of us. Easier for me to bend and move out of the way if it's going to launch an attack, but still.
I think what happens is I think this thing gets intimidated. I think I run at it. I just start running. I'm like, I'm going to pile drive it. And it turns around. I grab its stupid little body, put its head to the ground, and just start slamming.
Yeah, that.
And yeah, that's just it. What's it going to do? Solar beam the ground?
Yeah, honestly, good point.
And with my big, fat, gargantuan body on top of it, it's like not going to stand a chance.
Yep, this is the easiest fight I think we've ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier than the ice moth. It's easier than freaking
The mole.
Well, the mole's not easy.
Have we fought any bear Pokemon yet?
I don't think so.
Were you the one who said you could kill a bear?
I said I could kill... No, it was like a mongoose or something. Or Wolverine. It was a Wolverine. I can kill a Wolverine.
I don't think you can kill a Wolverine.
I don't think you could kill a sunflower.
That's not comparable. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, Corviknight, Luctray, Alchemy might have been a bit easy. I don't know what we said about Alchemy. I can't remember.
And I think bare minimum prep time. I don't need any prep time.
You don't need any prep
Shut
time.
up. I have a machete. I'll get a machete. I'll get my machete out.
I'm going down to Bebop's Flamethrowers and More.
Bebop. It's Bebop now.
He changed his name again, yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. Thank you all so very much for listening to this episode of Certified Pokemoments. If you like Pokemon, I have a YouTube channel where I talk about Pokemon all the time. It's called Let's Be Frank, but Pokemon's not all that I talk about. I talk about a lot of nerd topics like Legos, Weird and Wild Creatures cards. I like to cook on the channel. Speaking of cooking, Joachim and I here, we have this segment called Taboo Foods, where we cook really weird and odd foods. And, sometimes they turn out great. Actually, most of the time, they turn out delicious. But sometimes these taboo foods just aren't any good. I'd highly recommend going to Let's Be Frank and subscribing to that YouTube channel, which is mine. You may be there right now. If you are, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. But if you're listening on an Apple Podcast or Spotify, rate 5 stars, leave us a comment, recommend this podcast to your friends. It would help us out a lot, and we'd really appreciate it. Right, Jokum?
Mm-hmm.
Both all that being... Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, I do a little dance.
Oh, he would do a little dance.
I do a little dance right here on the podcast.
Yep, you wouldn't be able to see it, but he'd be doing it.
You'd know I was doing it because of the sounds.
With all that being said, though, thank you for listening. This has been your Certified Pokemon.
Sunflower noise. I was trying to think of what a sunflower noise makes.
Meow.